My name is Marty Rothermel, and I'm here to be the next co-host of the Green Zone. And I know what a lot of you are thinking right now, and the answer is no. I am not a model, I just look like one. But what I am is a serious Rider fan, and a seriously positive Rider fan. I just want to start by saying we have better players, present company excluded. We have better coaches this year. We have better management. I think we have a better team. This team is getting better every day. It's frustrating when you hear people complain about the Riders. I think what we need to do is preach a message of, be positive. This team is going, it's on its way up. But now, I kind of want to talk about two things that are really near and dear to my heart, myself and the Riders. I grew up in a pro sport family. My dad was an NHL scout from 1968 till 1990. So when we talk about this show, what I bring to the show is the perspective of, a game is different when that game is responsible for the roof over your head. And I said 22 years of living that way, it's still something that's perspective, that I carry with me, with me today. And so, through that I remember as a kid growing up, my dad being friends with guys like Sandy Archer, Jack Goda, Bob Richardson, George Brancato. So you're sitting there as a kid, and it's so cool. These guys come to your house. They're in there, they're having coffee. My mom wants to kill them, but she's making supper for them. It's awesome. And you're sitting there as a kid, a little sponge, taking in all the things that these guys, not just football things, little life things, and you take those lessons with you. And now, in the last 10 years, just along that same line, I've been lucky to volunteer here with the Riders for the Plaza of Honor. As one of the hosts, when the inductees and their family and friends come in, and you sit back and you get to hear, the stories of what it meant for them when they were a player, their families.
Well, Marty, I really like the emotional side that you took because, we all look at this as a game. We look at it as a sport that's played on the field. It's entertainment value to the fans. But you kind of brought that side of, for a lot of people, this is the bread and butter. This is what we're bringing as a job. This is how I feed my family. And you kind of got that emotional connection to it with your dad and the job that he lives. So I find that very interesting. Could be a very interesting angle on the show. So good job.
Some of the guys... like the trainer Ivan, he still wears that once in a while, I think. So I think that's definitely cool. That retro hat, that's awesome to see. I like that. I liked your angle. You kind of gave your resume and why you thought you'd be good on the show, and I tend to agree. I think I liked your confidence and certainly have that background being ingrained in your past with football. So I think you'd do a good job on the radio.
I'm like Jay. I really like that personal touch of talking to these guys and learning more about the game and life and things like that. And I think that angle of it brings a lot to the table. A little more passionate rant probably scores you a little higher points, but I like the angle you took. It was different than everybody else and good personal stories, and I like that background that you have.